I wanted to make for you one of my absolute favourite dishes. When I see it on the menu in a restaurant, I find it very hard to go past this. And it is a beautiful chili, cherry tomato, crab spaghetti.
Joe, this array of ingredients gets me excited. This is my type of cooking. I'm going to love this.
Yeah, it's so simple. It's actually got a relatively small list of ingredients because it's all about just making those single ingredients really shine and sing. And making the crab meat, you know, crab meat is really quite delicate, is the right word.
Yeah.
So you don't want to overpower it. I always hate when they serve crab and lobster, you know, with sort of lots of big creamy sauces. I feel like it takes away from the meat. So I really want the sweetness of the meat to shine here. So I'm just going to salt my water, and I'm using some of this fabulous slow-dried spaghetti, which gives a lovely al dente pasta. It cooks really, really well. And lots of people find this much easier to digest than the sort of fast-produced, modern kind of commercial pastas. So a lovely pasta going into my boiling water there.
I use this a lot. It's so good.
And then while my pasta is cooking, I can start getting the sauce ready. This pasta will cook in about 10 minutes in there.
Yeah, nice. So I'm just thinly slicing this garlic.
Yeah, sorry, I give you no instruction.
That's all right. I worked it out. I worked it out. I know where you're going here. I know where you're going.
So nice thin slices of garlic and nice thin slices of my red chilli. Now, it's entirely up to you how much chilli, of course, you're going to add to this. Now, while my pasta's cooking, I've got this pan hot. In goes some extra virgin olive oil. And then we're going to add the garlic and chilli, but I'm really going to take care not to burn the garlic. And then the cherry tomatoes are going to go in fairly quickly. So I'll just half my cherry tomatoes. Yeah, if you can do one chilli for me, Tim.
Yep.
The trick with this dish is to move fairly quickly once you start getting everything into the pan.
Yeah. Fast and furious cooking. I love it.
Fast and furious. This is actually frozen South Australian Spinach crab that I'm using. Beautiful crab meat. It works so nicely in this dish. And it thaws really, really quickly. So crab is actually a very convenient source of protein to have either in the pantry, in the fridge, or in the freezer.
Saves having to buy your own crabs and pick the meat out. That takes a lot of work, doesn't it?
Exactly. Get your fishmonger to do all the work for you. Or you buy it like this, where they've taken out all of the sweet meat and we can use this just fresh.
All right.
So in goes the chilli and garlic into the hot oil.
There we go.
Just cook it for literally, honestly, only a few seconds until it starts to just brown a little. We want that flavour coming through, but what you just want to make sure that you don't burn that garlic.
Yeah.
And then in go my cherry tomatoes. I wouldn't use canned tomatoes here. Often I can say to you, use canned or fresh, but this is where really you want those fresh, not too much sauce. I don't want tomato sauce in this. Just want those cherry tomatoes to be kind of, I'm trying to think of the correct word. I don't know what the chef's word is, but I just call them smushy.
Oh, yeah. You still want that little pop when you eat them.
Yes, exactly. So when your tomatoes are a little bit smushy in your oil,
I love it.
we are ready to pop in the spinach.
Oh, this is fast.
Now, I know it's going to look like I'm putting a lot of spinach in here, but it just goes down to nothing. So you wilt in your spinach, and just as it starts to wilt down, we're going to add the crab meat. So I'm putting in the zest of 1 lemon, and then the juice I'm going to play around with, about the juice of half a lemon.
Especially with an olive oil base, you want to get those flavours in there to really flavour that oil with the garlic, the chilli, the zest.
Yeah, beautiful.
Fresh. Nice.
Lovely. And then I'm going to go, first of all, with just about half of 1 lemon.
That's why it's hard when we write recipes, because you don't know how juicy a lemon's going to be. You could say the juice of 1 lemon, but it could be very juicy or not juicy at all.
Exactly. So that spinach is just starting to wilt down nicely, so let's pop in the crab. Look at that gorgeous crab meat. Now, crab meat will not take too long at all to cook. And we're just going to have it beautifully flaked through the pasta.
I recently went on a holiday to Robe in South Australia, a little seaside town, and at the Robe Hotel, they had a special on the lunch. It was chili crab linguine. So, and I had it. So I'm interested to see how this compares. This is smelling great.
Oh, just a bit of pressure.
No pressure. No pressure.
Just a bit of pressure. It's a good grind of black pepper. Now, I've not put any salt in yet because I'm going to add just a little bit of my pasta water. And I already salted my pasta water.
Yep.
So I don't want to salt this too much or we'll just end up with a salty mess.
So that pasta water will emulsify and help to make a beautiful shiny sauce once you toss that pasta through.
Beautiful. Now, can you see how that crab
Yeah,
is
it's
starting
already
to go
turned.
white?
Yep.
And it's starting to flake up nicely.
Love it.
And the spinach, you thought that looked
Where's it
like...
gone?
You know,
Oh, there it
a whole- OK, that is looking absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm just going to have one last test of my pasta. Make sure.
Looks good. That is good pasta.
Lovely.
I love it.
A little bit al dente. Don't
Yep.
overcook your pasta.
Perfection.
Popping some pasta in there.
I love how you're just dragging it over. With a dish like this, it doesn't matter if you get a bit more of that pasta water in there.
Not at all.
Just drag it
Not
over.
at all. I'm going to turn my heat off now. And then what you can do is put some extra red chilli in a little bowl on the table for the people who like it hot, or even some chili oil would be good.
Oh, yeah.
So we're ready to plate up here. So
I am salivating. This looks so good.
let me see if I can do this in a way that looks, you know, really nice on the plate. It's really hard to
I
put your
always
pasta
start
out.
doing this and then I give up. I'm just going to pile it up.
Impatient, yeah, I know. I'm trying to make it look good for you, you know, chefy people. There we go. And then what we want is to make sure that we get the crab meat, the smushy tomatoes, bit of the spinach, the lovely little red chilies, and a little, making sure that you get some of that gorgeous juice. And then if you like, just put on the top an extra
Nice touch.
little touch of lemon, not too much.
Yeah.
And of course, some fresh parsley.
It smells so good. I need to tuck in.
Yeah, let's do it. Yum, honestly, this is just one of my favorite dishes, Tim.
Get a bit of everything.
That crab meat is just delicate and so fabulous. And don't be scared of using pasta. It's actually got a really slow effect on your blood glucose levels. It's not just carbs. It's actually got a really good level of protein there and other nutrients. And it's a way of having a budget-friendly family menu of food that everyone loves, right?
Sorry, Joe, I wasn't really listening. I was just lost in this fantastic plate of pasta. All I heard was eat more noodles, eat more pasta, and if I have to.
Oh, if we have to, if we have to. You're gonna love this one, so go for it.
Cook it.